In 1955, President Eisenhower called this man a, quote, benefactor of mankind. The president even said there were no words to adequately express the gratitude of the entire world for this man's discovery. Who was the president referring to? None other than Dr. Jonas Salk, the inventor of the polio vaccine. Thanks to his and President Eisenhower's efforts, the United States has not seen a polio case since 1979. Although polio does not cause cancer, I share this story because of our parallel opportunity today. Over the next generation, with immunizations alone, we can end 5% of the world's cancer. 5% of the world's cancer. That's the amount that, as Dr. Pomo said, is caused by the human papillomavirus, or HPV. This virus causes at least 6 cancers, including of the cervix, anus, and head and neck. Both men and women get HPV, and both men and women can get cancer from it. HPV is a dangerous carcinogen that infects 1 in 4, or 79 million Americans. Men, women, and children.
Excuse me, Justine.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Sensitive mic. So, I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Just stay right here.
So, can you hear me? Okay. I can use the other mic, if that would be better.
Is it better?
Yeah, that's fine. It's okay.
Then you want to step out from it.
There. Okay. HPV, this is worth repeating twice, is a dangerous carcinogen that infects 1 in 4, or 79 million Americans, men, women, and children, and causes cancer in over 26,000 citizens each year. It is generally a sexually transmitted infection spread through skin contact, and nearly every person will be infected at some point in their life. Most people have no idea that they've had HPV because our immune systems find the virus and fight it off without any symptoms. Thankfully, there is a vaccine that prevents many of the cancer-causing strains of HPV. The CDC and the American Academy of Pediatrics both recommend that boys and girls ages 11 and 12 receive the vaccine. Yet, our national HPV vaccination rates last year were only at 40% for girls and 22% for boys, which leaves much of the population at risk for developing a cancer caused by HPV. Many people do not even realize this vaccine is recommended for boys as well as girls because they can also get cancers from it. I urge you, if there are any young boys and girls in your life, to encourage their parents to talk to their doctors about this important vaccine. It could save them from a future cancer diagnosis. In addition, if you are under 26, and I definitely see some folks today that are under 26, and you have not been vaccinated, you still have the opportunity to receive a catch-up vaccination. Like many here today, I am driven by a very personal experience with cancer. When my siblings and I were in our early 20s, our mom sat us down and told us she had stage 4 anal cancer. She was only 51. After her diagnosis, we learned that anal cancer is misunderstood and stigmatized. Treatments have not changed since 1974. Despite our best efforts, she died 2 years after diagnosis. My brother, sister, and I felt that we needed to fill the void that existed for people with anal cancer. So we founded the HPV and Anal Cancer Foundation, a research support and awareness organization committed to ending anal cancer and HPV. I am so lucky to have had my mom for as long as I did, but I wish I still had her. This is something that future generations do not need to experience. So my ask of you today is to help spread the word that we can stop HPV-related cancers. Start by telling at least 3 people in your community that we can make HPV, and cancer for that matter, like the next smallpox or polio, diseases that were once omnipresent but now are nearly eliminated. Share the information you learned today from myself and the other speakers about how to prevent cancer. Tweet it, post it, Instagram it. Thank you to Dr. Cuomo, Less Cancer, and our elected representatives for National Cancer Prevention Day and your leadership. You are shedding light on the role of lifestyle, environment, and HPV and hepatitis B vaccination for the prevention of cancer. As Dr. Cuomo so aptly put in her Huffington Post op-ed this week, change begins with knowledge. Thank you very much.